All righty, Patriots. Welcome back from a weekend that felt like a political roller coaster. I'm still trying to get some things going here, but we're going to get busy. But I'm here Monday night, ready to unpack it all. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint, where we dissect the headlines, celebrate the victories, and stand firm against the forces that seek to undermine our nation. And tonight, we are diving deep. And I'm your host, Charlie, the country conservative. We just navigated a weekend that served up a stark reminder of the battles we face, but also the triumphs we achieve. We've witnessed the corrupt judges, those black robe attempting to illegally hate on President Trump's effort to secure our borders and enforce our immigration laws. They believe that they can dictate terms, but we know their overreach will not stand. We are in a nation of laws, and those walls and laws will be upheld. We saw the strength of President Trump's trade policies, his unwavering commitment to putting America first, his tariffs, once derided by the naysayers, are now bringing China to the negotiating table, forcing them to confront their unfair trade practices. This is the art of the deal, Patriots, and it's working. Speaking of deceptions, the Biden administration, they continue their campaign of misinformation, inflating border numbers, downplaying the crisis, and attempting to gaslight the American people. They think we're blind, but we see the chaos. We see the danger, and we will not be silenced. We are also covering so much more tonight. We're talking about the ongoing fight against woke indoctrination in our schools. They will let the pursuit of fiscal responsibility and the unwavering defense of our constitutional rights. We're celebrating the victories, exposing the lies, and reaffirming our commitment to the principles that made America the greatest nation on earth. So tonight, we're not just reporting the news, we're igniting a movement. We're not just observing the chaos or demanding accountability. We're not just speaking truth to power. We're reclaiming our nation. So thank you for tuning in tonight, Patriots. We're in for a night of hard truth and righteous resolve. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint, where we defend the values that made America great, and where we challenge the insanity of the left, and where we refuse to be silenced. So let's get this show started, because it begins right now. Hi, everyone. Texas John over here. I see. Hi, Shell. How are you? Over there in Gitter right now. And we got Cloud Hub, maybe. Let's see what we can do about Cloud Hub here. It's a mess tonight for some reason. Don't know why. We got Facebook. We got YouTube. We still got YouTube, believe it or not. We got X. We got everyone. Welcome, everyone. We might have. Do we have Rumble? Yeah. Rumble. There's a word for you. This Cloud Hub, I don't even know what's going on with it. It was there. It was running just fine a little while ago, and then all of a sudden, boom, nothing. So let's see what happens this time. All right. Got a lot going on tonight, guys. I mean, I have never had so much information at all in any of my shows. I mean, there's so many, we may not be able to get to the videos tonight. We'll have a couple due to, well, we were having trouble streaming to Cloud Hub. All right. Don't know what's going on there. We'll keep going anyways, right? All right. I'm great, Shell. Thank you. I am drenched, guys. Right before the show started at 8:30, a storm rolled through. I forgot my fifth wheel door was open and my awning was out, and the last storm had already tore my awning a little bit. So I couldn't go on without it. Get beer, back roads. What's happening, man? Yeah, exactly. Get it. Got a better chat. Rumble, we got like 2 people in there, and probably one of them's Vix and one of them's John, probably. And we got they don't come on. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with them. But hey, we got the one. We got the only Wimkin.com. WIMKIN.com. If you haven't done it yet, guys, come on. Download the app. Try it out. You'll love it. If not, go back to whatever else you want to do. It's a great place, and we're going to say hi to some of the best people, some of the best chasters, the Wimpkin Warriors. Let's get it on. We'll say hi to Lee. What's going on, Lee? There's Pat. Pat, what happened? And Jerry. President Trump directs the DOJ to Gold Star mother, Tina Peters, from Colorado prison. Oh, there you go. That's awesome news here. Did y'all hear that? Jerry Kruger, come up there and give him breaking news. President Trump directs DOJ to free Gold Star mother, Tina Peters, from Colorado prison. Now, there's a bit of good news right there. Thank you for that, Jerry. Let's keep going down the list here. We got Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Tammy's at a hockey game. Yep, somewhere in Texas. And they're having a blast there, but she always tries to tune in. It's awesome. Colin. We got Colin from Scotland's in the house. What's happening? Let's keep going down the list here. There's John M. What's going on, John? Rocky Ray. What's happening, man? Mark from the UK. We got Mark in the house, too. Oh, yeah. We got Jerry put up there. Trump pissing on Joe Biden's head. Well, he wouldn't know it. He would just think it's raining. What do we got here? Not president, not a Maryland man. Yeah, exactly there, Jerry. A lot of stuff going on here, guys. Got a lot of stuff to go over. I mean, a ton of stuff. But don't forget, here in a little bit, we're going to try my phone out. And the first caller, because I worked this weekend on new stickers. Y'all see this one? And different design right there. Yep. That's some new stickers. Guess what? Tonight's first caller on my phone is going to get my coin, my personal coin, 9/11 coin. Of course, some stickers. And, you know, I always throw some stuff in with your shirts or whatever prize you get. But tonight, there's going to be 2 drawings this week. And the first, one drawing, 1 phone call. The first phone call tonight wins a coin and some stickers. The drawing will be for this T-shirt back here. Oh yes, because we had our winner. Well, we had somebody win last week. I can't remember, but I know Pat won, and she should be getting her shirt anytime. And somebody else, I can't remember. Damn, Cecil, I think somebody. Cloud Hub's having issues tonight, so that's okay. But all right, guys, tonight I'll put the phone number up, and I will say, first one to call my phone, and we're going to see if it works. Texas John over in Rumble. I knew that was you in there. Hey, what's going on, guys? Anyone new to the show, welcome. We're glad to have you. Don't forget to tune in to any one of these places that I stream to down here. You'll see it in the ticker. You got time to get your name in for the drawing. Put it at conservative viewpoint at yahoo.com. Let me put this up real quick. There it is. Put it out there. If you want in on the drawings, get me your name. If you win, I will message you. I will email you back, get your address, and I will send you up whatever the prize is that week. This week, of course, another T-shirt. But tonight's drawing is my personal 9/11 coin. No, it's beautiful, too. Whoops. Almost dropped it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Look at that. That's a beautiful coin right there. And we got Lady Liberty on the back there. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful coin. That's one of my only coins in my collection. Oh, yeah. I got a couple more I'm going to be giving away. I got Trump coins I'm going to give away. Oh, yeah. I got a ton of stuff. You guys got to, but the only trick to the whole thing, you have to be watching. Oh, yeah. Give me your names in, guys, because we're going to get busy. We're going to get busy. All right, here we go. I'm taking it away. There it is. All right, let's get busy, guys, because like I said, we got a ton of stuff, and it's crazy. Let me tell you what. We're going to start off with Judge invalidates Trump executive order against Perkin Coie Law Firm. The only thing I'm going to tell you about this, and you guys already know this, I know you do. Courts, a judge, especially these kind of judges, they cannot, I should ask you guys the question. Who is the only ones that can override an executive order? It sure the hell isn't a judge. I'm going to give you a couple seconds and let me hear it in chat. Who is the only ones that can override an executive order of the President of the United States? You want to see my stickers again? I got to give you 15-second delay. There's a 15-second delay. Tell me if you like my design here. You like these? You like those? All right. Hillary Perkins coin. Exactly, Shell. Who's the only one that can override it? Got to give you a couple seconds because we have a delay. I know that. So I'm going to go with Congress. Congress is the only one. I'm going to shut that off. Congress is the only ones that can override an executive order. What this judge thinks he's doing by thinking he can override an executive order. This is just as bad as them trying to stop him from deporting these illegal criminals. Another overreach by a pathetic judge. Oh, yeah, that's one. Let's keep going. DHS unleashes possible money-saving things. They are going to give every illegal that self-deports $1,000 of stipend. Oh, yeah. If they use their app, the CBP app or whatever the hell it's called, they are going to, let's see, here it is, will front the cost of commercial flights and provide $1,000 stipend to illegal aliens who opt to self-deport from the United States in a move DHS says will save thousands of dollars. The department says this will be a 70% cheaper than the American taxpayer, as it currently costs on average $17,000 to arrest, detain, deport someone. Well, yeah, that would be a hell of a lot cheaper, won't you think? So let's get it done. Let's see what happens. Here's the first video we're going to go on to tonight. Hey, Alfred. What's up, man? You guys, nobody answered my question. I answered it for you, so there you go. All right. Here it is. CNN interviews a Sinaloa cartel gang member. Oh, yeah, terrorist. Yeah, there you go, right? They got social media mocks CNN's interview with the interview, and I'm going to let you listen to part of this. This is stupid CNN. I don't know how they... Now, you know what? First off, let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll go into that next one. Okay. Listen to this interview. It's a short piece of it, but what was CNN thinking they're going to do? Make a fool out of Trump? Not so fast.
How safe or dangerous is this area to be in?
En estos momentos todas las áreas son peligrosas.
I mean, according to the Trump administration, you are a terrorist. I mean, the cartels have been labeled a foreign terrorist organization. What do you make of that?
Está fea la situación, ¿verdad? Está fea la situación, pero pues todos tenemos que comer.
What's your message to Donald Trump if he's watching this?
Mis respetos, él tiene que según él buscar lo mejor para los suyos. Pero el detalle que ya están los consumidores, ¿no? Si no hubiera consumidores, pues uno le parara.
People are dying on a daily basis. Children are afraid to go to school. Do you have any sense of remorse over your role and your involvement in this group?
Claro que sí. Claro que sí. Claro que sí. Pues está triste la cosa, pero pues está triste la cosa, pero...
That poor cartel member is just trying to provide for his family. If only those stinking Americans would stop using drugs, they wouldn't have to make it. If you have an opportunity to interview a cartel member while putting the story together, certainly you'd take it. Perhaps you might not want to push too hard at risk of getting yourself killed. And if you're a cartel member in the interview, you're most certainly going to try to present yourself in the best light possible, not as inhuman monsters who rip the beating hearts out of people. Sorry, I can't exactly show you that, but rest assured that footage exists. So technically, everything played out as you think it might. The real issue is just that this is CNN, and any narrative that's painted with their brush is going to be as comically ridiculous as this.
Today is May 5th, and that means Cinco de Mayo, Wolf, a holiday that celebrates Mexico's victory over France. But some, in the Battle of Puebla, I should say, but some communities have canceled or scaled back cultural events because of President Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration and the fear among many Latinos that they could be arrested.
So after the network practically cried about a pretty clearly MS-13 terrorist being kicked out of the country, it's a bold move to then humanize a cartel member. Did we get this kind of humanization of people locked up for years for wandering into the Capitol on January 6th? Or what about people who lost their jobs because they didn't want to take an experimental vaccine? When you zoom out, it sure seems like CNN and most of the liberal media is trying their damnedest to soften the view of some of the scariest people on the planet. The question is, why?
This is the Democrats' plan. CNN needs shut down. Hi, Alan. They need shut down. I don't even know how they stay in business. This is the most pathetic news network I've ever seen, and there's a lot of pathetic ones. MSNBC, ABC, CBS, all them guys. Oh, yeah. The local Mexican joint was packed. Exactly, Sean. What's up, Sean? And they're saying they're canceling stuff because they're afraid. And what Sean just said, they were packed. They showed them. They were partying hardy, man. This is the pathetic business of CNN. It's just mind blowing, right? All righty, I forgot. Let's get busy with the MAGA Minute.
It was another incredibly busy week for President Trump and the entire administration. Let's get to it for the MAGA Minute. IBM, Merck, Mercedes-Benz, Walmart, Bell, Pratt Industries, and many others announced they'd be joining the long list of companies reaffirming support for American-made projects and investing in our economy. The president hosted the Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, at the White House. The president also participated in a National Day of Prayer event, and he signed a landmark rare earth minerals agreement with Ukraine, thereby ensuring U.S. access to critical natural resources while also advancing peace negotiations. The First Lady's historic Take It Down Act passed in Congress, soon to go to the president's desk, and the president signed a proclamation incentivizing domestic automobile production. President Trump also signed an executive order to keep American families safe on the road by ensuring everyone behind the wheel of a commercial vehicle is properly qualified and proficient in the English language. The president also signed an executive order to identify and combat sanctuary cities who are sheltering illegal migrant criminals so we can hold them accountable. He signed an executive order ending the taxpayer subsidization of the left-wing NPR and PBS. Vice President Vance traveled to Nucor Steel in South Carolina, and the president delivered remarks at the University of Alabama 2025 commencement ceremony. And finally, Americans experienced the second month in a row where the jobs report beat expectations. We added 177,000 jobs to the economy, with wages rising and labor force participation increasing, all thanks to President Trump. And we'll see you for next week's MAGA Minute.
Yeah, I tell you what, you guys sick of winning yet? Because that's all we're doing. But not according to those liberals. I've been fighting with those idiots on Facebook. And I got some liberals over there that are morons sitting there telling me that that guy, that MS-13 guy, he was a citizen of our country. Oh, yeah, he was legally allowed to be here. And he was not an MS-13 guy. He wasn't a human trafficker, wasn't a gang member. No, it wasn't none of those things. He was allowed to be here, illegally taken to El Salvador or put in prison. You can't even tell these idiots the truth, and they don't even believe it. These people are morons. Hi, Vic. It's getting crazy, right? Let me see what we got over here real quick. Texas John is over in YouTube. Thanks, Texas John. All right, there we go. 82 charged with trespassing on military property down at the border. It's already beginning, guys. But, of course, Politico and Bullshitico the same people want to try to say it's like an authoritarian thing. Let me see. Well, the U.S. Attorney of District New Mexico says a total of 82 people have been charged through Thursday with unauthorized entry to a military new buffer zone along the border of Mexico. These liberal idiots want to sit there and say that it's demilitarizing our zone, our border. It's militarizing our border. Well, no shit, Sherlock. This is the way we keep people out. Our military has bases down there now, and if you enter it, it's illegal. They're simple as that. That's winning, and that is protecting our country. Unlike what these Democrats, why these people can't see this? Protecting our country. And you got to fight with these idiot liberals. I'm going to stop. I'm just going to start blocking them because you can't tell them the truth because they're so brain dead. You can't explain anything to them. They're the walking dead, just like Joe Biden, their leader, their sheep herder. Oh, yeah. All right, let's move on. D.C. court smacked down federal judge after he ordered Trump administration to rehire liberal Voice of America staffers. Now these judges think they can tell you who you can hire and fire to the executive branch of the government. Isn't this ridiculous? And the federal judge, they've already smacked down that federal judge and said, you can't do that. You can't tell the president of the United States who he can and cannot hire. This is the stuff that's pathetic, guys. And it's never going to stop unless we put a stop to it. And the Republicans, and they're not going to do damn thing. All this talk, in the meantime, CCP, Muzzies together, busting a big move. Exactly, Shell. All these people that are coming across, like Sean said, most of these are military-aged men coming across our borders that are attempting to cross our borders. When you already have an order of removal, you got due process. Exactly, Alfred. And you know what? I should have remembered that earlier. You got to pass an English test to drive trucks now. I love that part, Alan. That's exactly what they should happen. There's so much going on, guys. It's just mind-blowing how much stuff I have in here to go over. And it's just real crazy. But here we go. Politico, bullshitico. Trump's immigration shock and awe is losing in the court of law. This is bullshitico. This is what you get from them, these people. Dozens of judges across the country appointed by presidents for both parties have ruled against Trump's audacious immigration policy. This is what you get from them. Trump surged back to power on a promise to mount a mass deportation campaign, but large swaths of that effort have been blocked by judges across the country who says the bumper sticker slogans have translated into flagrantly illegal policies. They're not illegal. Bullshitico, they are a talking head for the Democrat Party, thinking that they're the only one that's going to listen to them is their sheep. And it's all lies. This is what it goes on, has been going on for years. The lies, and their sheep believe this stuff. It's really pathetic. See you, Rocky, leaving. Early morning for me. I'm out of here later. Later, Rocky. All right, here we go. House Republicans. They do something right. Kill amendment to stop ICE from deporting U.S. citizens. Well, there's the Democrats trying to push one through to stop protecting our country. This is what the Democrats do every day. They do nothing but think about how to stop Trump from protecting our country. When are you people, you idiot liberals, going to wake up and see this is what the Democrats are? Trump administration sues Colorado and Denver for allegedly interfering in immigration enforcement. Got that right. The Department of Justice sued Colorado and Denver on Friday for allegedly interfering in the efforts to enforce immigration laws. The latest attempt by the Trump administration to crack down on what some call sanctuary city policies. They told them, they warned them, they don't listen. You're not allowed to have sanctuary cities that protect criminals. That's what they're doing. They need to start arresting the governors, the mayors of the town, whatever, whoever is running this, it's telling them people to not help ICE and to try to stop them, arrest them, put them in jail for contempt or something. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Just throw their asses in jail. Let's keep going, guys, because like I said, there's a lot to go over. Let me check over here first. I got Eric Von Zipper and X. What's happening, man? If you guys are new to the show, please come on, say hi so I can see you in chat. And tell me what state you're from so we can see if we can acknowledge your state and see if we can get all 50 states. We got a lot. We're going to keep going, though. President Trump issues a grave warning as radical judges shamelessly sabotage his immigration agenda and the Supreme Court sits on its hands. President Trump was in an understandably foul mood on Saturday morning as the radical left judges continue to sabotage his immigration agenda. When they can't do that, that's because he knows America's future is bleak if this continues and the Supreme Court continues to do nothing. Gateway Pundit reported this. A federal judge on Thursday issued a permanent injunction and barred the Trump administration from using the Aliens Enemy Act to remove Venezuelan gang members and transport them to El Salvador. Tell that judge, U.S. District Judge Fernando Rodriguez, well, go figure there. A Trump appointee, who gives a shit if he appointee or not, called the president's invocation, the Alien Enemy Act, unlawful, according to Judge Rodriguez. Go figure that one. Rodriguez, piece of shit, needs to go with them. Pick him up, send him out with the rest of them. Hell with him. What is he going to do? You're not going to arrest the president of the United States, right, guys? All right, let's keep going here. Let's keep going. We got a lot. I'm telling you, there's a lot, guys, a lot. Trump media quits Delaware for pro-business Florida. Trump media was based out of Delaware. And, of course, all Delaware is they look for money. And everybody is fleeing that blue state because everybody knows Florida is where it's at. Oh, a lot of people are going to Florida, moving their businesses. The small state of Delaware, with little than 1 million people, derives more than 1/3 of its state's budget from corporate legal fees. Oh, yeah. Well, they're not going to get any more off of Trump media. Trump media heading to Florida. Yes, sir. Now, here's something I don't agree with, guys, and I want to see what you guys think. Two wings of the same communist bird. Got that right, Sean. Exactly, Shell. No arrest means no justice for America. This is why the weak-ass Republicans that are in these committees, and I'm not talking about Trump and his local administration. I'm talking about those people in these committees. They don't, the ones with the power, don't do a damn thing. Thank you, Shell, for that. That is exactly right. Here's something I don't agree with. Trump says he would extend TikTok deadline if no deal is reached by June 19th. I don't agree with this. All they have to do is go on there, and I don't know how many of you go on there, and I know Vic don't go on there no more. Hi, Vic. I don't agree with extending it because go on there and look at how many people are doing their live streams bashing Trump, against Trump, and they sit there and think because they got all these millions of people that go on there, a majority of these idiots on TikTok are bashing Trump. Oh, yeah. But you go on there as a conservative like us, and they won't talk to you. They won't answer you. Oh, no. I go in there and I make comments all the time, and these little pieces of shit just ignore you. And they just want to run their mouths and think they're right about everything, and they're not. So I don't agree with it, but Trump said he's going to extend it again. It just keeps extending. Either sell it or shut it down. That's my opinion. You guys give me yours. What do you think? Do you want them to shut it down, or that they either sell it or shut it down? Tell me which one you guys think. Trump close to securing a first tariff force trade deal. One with India could be a game changer. This is all that needs started, guys. There's like 200 countries talking to Trump and his administration and his people about getting these tariffs done. It doesn't happen 1, 2, 3, and that's what they think. That's what these liberals think. Oh, Trump said on day one we could do this. It takes a while to fix a mess that Biden screwed up in these Democrats. Oh, I'm really thirsty today. I was soaking wet too from running up there to my fifth wheel. But it's crazy, right? All right, more on the tariffs. Major U.S. company makes announcement due to tariffs. General Motors expects to lose millions. I think they're lying, but they're saying they're not going to raise their prices. But, now this is how they get you. But if the other car dealers start raising their prices, they will do the same. Oh, yeah. So they're making it sound good. They're saying they're going to lose between $4 to $5 billion as a result of import tariffs on imported cars and auto parts. You shouldn't be buying auto parts from out of the country, but guess what? They all do it. Ford, all American-made cars, America-assembled cars, let's put it right, buy foreign parts. I think the CCP sucks ass. I would love to cut ties. Yeah, you're not right. You got that right. Most of the people against Trump are paid. They don't know why they hate Trump. You know what? Yeah, you're right, Shell. And if I wouldn't have had so much, I had a few Charlie Kirks in here to show you, but we will have those for tomorrow. But they're idiots. You ask anyone, and I wish we don't have any protest or anything like that close to me that I can go and get people on camera. But I did buy me a new thing over there, a face recognition thing. So I put my cell phone in it and it follows me. Oh yeah, I just bought that. I'm excited to use it. But we don't have anything close to me that I can go and interview people right now. So hopefully we get something here soon. But I want to try that out too. But oh yeah, got a lot of stuff more. Lot more. All right. From impeachments to exports, Communist China pressures a key American ally in South Korea. China last week threatened to punish South Korea companies that export products containing critical rare earth metals to the United States. That's something China doesn't want to do. China's going to start a World War III. And they're not going to want to do that. We can handle ourselves no matter what. But they're threatening it. But also, Chinese officials reportedly seeking talks with Trump on fentanyl ingredients amid trade war. A top Chinese government official is asking what the Trump administration wants the communist nation to do about the chemicals used to make fentanyl amid the ongoing trade war between the world's two largest companies. China is sending the ingredients for fentanyl to the cartels in Mexico, so Mexico can make it and come in here and sell that stuff to kill Americans. So they're trying to say we're not to blame for it, but they are. They're giving them the chemicals to make the stuff because they know it's killing Americans. So why do they need a war? Because this will kill us. Because, and you heard it yourself, if the people would stop buying it, the cartel wouldn't sell it anymore. They'd have to find another country. Clinton gave all the pharmaceutical rights to CCP in 1992. Hear that, guys? That's from Shell over in Getter. Oh, yeah. It's crazy, right? You should see the Trump bashing on the Blue Sky. It's constant. I've never been on Blue Sky because I've never heard of it, Colin, but thank you for that. I'm going to have to look into that to see what that's about. All right, good night, Alan. Hopefully see you tomorrow. But you see, Clinton's gave it away to CCP. This is just another ending story of Democrats' corruption. All right, let's keep going. Oh, man, I tell you, this is the most articles that I've ever done in 1 hour show. I need a 2-hour show like Vic does, but I'm not staying up till 11 o'clock. No, sorry. No. Washington Street Journal. China mauls fentanyl offer to U.S. to start trade talks. They're going to use that as blackmail. Oh, yeah. So China is on its way to start talks with Trump over tariffs. And they're going to try to use this. Well, we'll help. We'll help stop this fentanyl stuff. Stop sending the chemicals to them, to Mexico, so they can kill our people. Simple as that. But Trump says China tariffs will be reduced at some point. Of course, we all know it's going to be. Oh, God, these ads that keep popping up. Trump indicated that he will reduce a huge hike in tariffs he imposed on China at some point. He says, at some point, I'm going to lower them because otherwise you could never do business with them. And they want to do business very much. Their economy is really doing badly. Their economy is collapsing. He said in an interview on Meet the Press. Trump needs to stop doing interviews with these idiot assholes because that's all they want to try to do is we got you, get you, got you. And we're going to show you that here shortly. Blue Sky welcomes pedos. Oh, I don't like that. I see pedophiles in there. I'll go nuts. HW was the worst of them all. Yeah, Sean. Skull and Bones, baby Bush too. Yep. But Billy Baldwin to Newsmax says, fentanyl crisis demands bipartisan action. You will not get the Democrats to help stop fentanyl coming into our country. This is what they want. It's easier than concocting a new virus like they already did to kill people because they want to kill people that'll listen. Blue Sky is Jack Dorsey, new platform. Oh, from X. Okay. It's identical to the old Twitter. All those pedo celebrities are on it. Oh, my God. Oh, I have to get on there now. I'm going to look at that. Thank you for that, Scott and Vic, for warning me about that. Unrestricted Warfare, written by 2 Chinese generals. I wish you idiots would read it. There you go. Thank you for that, Alfred. All right, let's keep going, guys. Fentanyl's not going to get solved with the Democrats. Democrats want this come in. They want to kill people. They want to lower our population so they get control over everything. That's what it's about, guy. Blue Sky is for gay snowflakes. Well, Sean, how do you know, Sean? You let yourself out of the closet, man. Look at that. All right, I'm going with you, Sean, because I'm going to check it out tomorrow. We're going to see what happens. Can I stream live on there? Because I want to piss all these pedos off. And that's what I'm going to talk about a lot. If I can get on Blue Sky, we'll find out. I'll look at it tomorrow. All right, Trump orders feds to reopen Alcatraz. What do you guys think about this? Alcatraz. Make it the harshest. Make it banging rocks. Crack it. Put them in. They got to do it. This is what's got to happen. I'm all excited about it. That Alcatraz get open. Will it happen in my lifetime? I don't know. I hope so. Because that would be the ultimate thing in the world is to get Alcatraz reopened and put the harshest of criminals in there. Oh, my God. I didn't know Alcatraz was a federal prison, believe it or not. Not for the longest time. Even when I was watching the movies and the documentaries and stuff about the escapes and stuff, they didn't put 2 and 2 together. I was real stupid, don't you think? But, oh, yeah. So I'm hoping he gets it done. We'll see what happens. Now here we go with the gotcha questions. President Trump reveals 2 people who he believes could succeed him as president, explains why he's ruling out a 3rd term. I don't think he needs to try to do a 3rd term, which he's trying to let his attorneys look into that, but the man's going to get his stuff done. And I know the 2 that he was talking about was J.D. Vance and somebody else, but nobody is taking up even thinking about 2028 yet. They said they've got enough time in here to get things together and get a lot done, and that is what they need to focus on. So, yep, Shell likes that idea of open up Alcatraz. What do you guys think over there in Wimpkin? New congressional retirement home. Alan, love it. That would be great. We got to send all the retirees from the be a Republican, Democrat, rhinos especially, send them straight to their retirement home. That's awesome right there, Alan. Good job. But anyways, we're going to get moving because we got a lot still going on here. This is the gotcha question right here from Welker on NBC. She is so pathetic. It's unbelievable. President Trump bodies, they say NBC's Kristen Welker, with a brilliant response after she asked a gotcha question in efforts to smear him as an authoritarian. Take a listen.
What do you say to those who believe you are taking the country down an authoritarian path?
Well, there you go again. Why don't you ask it a different way? Many people wanted to come into our country. Many people love Trump. I won the election. They didn't win the election. I got a lot more votes than they did. I won the popular vote. I won all 7 swing states by a lot. A lot of people were surprised. I said, I think he could win 4, maybe 5. No, I won all 7, and I won by a lot. And I won, actually, I think there was a lot of hanky-panky going on, but it was too big to rig. That's the good news. It's too big to rig. But let me just say, so when you make these statements about, people say this, people, well, you know, they had their chance at the election and they lost big. So you should ask the question differently. You should say, what about the people that want to be in this country? What about the people that love this country?
But what do you say? I'm asking it on behalf of those people to give you a chance to respond to them. What do you say to those people, sir?
Those people are going to be very happy. They're going to have to see some results. And I think we had a great 100 days. There are a lot of people that say it was unprecedented. It was an absolutely unprecedented 100 days. And I hope that they're going to be right.
And we are happy. At least I am. I'm happy with what's going on right now. I want to see more arrest. Welper. Yes, exactly, Shell. All right, here it is. First caller to call my phone, and we're going to do a practice run on my calls to see if it's going to work. First caller, going to win this coin. So let's hear it. Somebody grab their phone. Somebody dial it up. I'm appalled at the disrespectful manner of these asswipes. Exactly, Shell. Because they're pathetic. It's an unreal that they have to ask these gotcha questions. So let me hear my phone ring. Right there it is. Put it in there so we can test it out. This is really a test, but the first caller is going to win a prize. So let me hear the phone ring. We're going to wait until somebody calls me before we finish out. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more things. 11 more articles to go over. So let's hear it. Let's see what happens and see if people out there can hear when there it goes. Let's answer. How do I do this? We're going to try this and see if that works. Hello. Let me see if I can get my speaker on. Can you hear me? My speaker should be working.
Hello.
I can hear you now. May I ask you who's...
Hello, this is Shelly.
Hold on 1 second. Let me try to get... My speaker must have shut off. Let's try it again.
Somebody going on there.
And my speaker should be on, but the other one's not working.
Well, I can hear you, Charlie.
Power
down
on.
here in Texas.
Bluetooth mode.
Let's see if my other speaker works. So we're going to test this.
Connected.
How about now?
I can hear you, Charlie.
You can hear me now?
I can hear you now.
But nobody can hear... Nobody can hear you. I don't think you... Let me know in chat if you guys can hear. And we are from Arizona.
John from Texas.
Who is this?
This is John from Texas.
Oh, John. We got John from Texas on the line. Let me know if you guys... Frogface said he could hear you. I have 2 speakers. And I'm trying to get it to work here so everybody can hear. So what's going on, John?
Oh, just watching the rain north of me.
Got storms going on or what?
Oh, just good showers above me. I need it below me and on me.
Oh boy. All right, John. And did you win something for me already, John? To see if I have your.
You sent me a veteran coin.
All right, then I should have your address.
Yeah, I won the mug. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to be refilling that thing with water.
Oh, then I should have your information in here.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So message me again with your whole name, and so then I can.
Yeah.
Because it's John M, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I know I should have it. So everyone can hear me and hear John on there, but I've got to get my other speaker. My other speaker is supposed to be louder than that, and it's not. For some reason, it was on right before the show, and then it stopped. So thank you, John, for calling in, and congratulations. You'll be getting a coin, of course, and you'll be getting some of them, of course, the stickers like I always send out with everything. And I appreciate your call. We're going to try this again when I can get my speaker working again. So thank you, John.
Well, thank you, Charlie.
I'll talk to you later.
Enjoyed it. Take care.
Thanks. Bye. All right, guys. Did you hear that? Did it sound okay to you guys out there? And Frogface, how you doing, Frogface? And Frogface said he heard. And Shell and everybody in Getter, did you guys hear that? I'm going to have to call it again, and we're going to do that again after I get my other speaker working again. I don't know what happened. Oh, I know what happened. My other thing shut down. But anyways, guys, we're going to get into this. Yes, that was John M. Yes, it was, Pat. I am promoting Wimpkin on Gab because if you don't have a pro account, you can't use your VPN. I can't use my VPN on X either, Vic. All right, let's get busy. We got a few more to get going here. Idiot James Carville. You guys know that guy, right? Says Democrats can't. You're going to get a kick out of this. Democrats can't afford to lie like Republicans do because they would lose credibility. Holy shit. This irrelevant man of James Carville says the Democrats don't lie. A tiny wee bit quiet, Charlie, but I could hear him fine. All right. Thank you, Colin, because my speaker, if you guys can see this right here, this is a speaker. And my cell phone's here. This speaker was, wait, my phone's not sticking like it's supposed to. It's Bluetooth to my phone, and it was not working for some reason. And that is supposed to bring it out. So we're going to work on that. We're going to get that to go. And we're going to do this, guys. We're going to open a phone line. I don't know what day we're going to get it, but if I can get it going here, we're going to take phone calls for questions, comments, anything you guys want to talk about. If you all want to just say hi, we're going to do it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope we can get more people on here to talk. Yes, exactly. A liar talking about lying. James Carville is a worthless, irrelevant piece of garbage. And he's saying the Republicans lie, Democrats don't lie. Holy shit. That's all they get done doing is lying. Like this, Biden deportation data has been inflated by turnarounds at the border. Now, StatNow shows they are considering when they were saying they deported all these people, these illegals and stuff, they're counting deporting as when they get somebody at a point of entry and they say, no, go back to where you belong. They're counting that as deportations. Oh, yeah, they have inflated their numbers on every damn thing that turns around. Hi, Mike. And this is what they're getting. These are the and they're talking about lying. Well, there you go. All right. Here's another liar. Guess what? Crooked New York Attorney General Letitia James announces another lawsuit against the Trump administration as her own legal troubles are piling up. America's most corrupt attorney general is getting quite desperate as she fights off credible allegations of mortgage fraud. She is the White House is threatening our way of life. So many just want to know what's coming in days. Yeah, so she's filing a lawsuit against them over the attendee of National Action Network rally in Harlem. This is so pathetic. Excuse me. She is trying to grasp at straws. Nice voice. Okay, I'm raspy. You're raspy. Yes, you are, Vic. But she's grasping at straws, trying to push whatever she can do. She's already trying to charge Trump fraudulent charges against Trump, and now she's going to do this. This is pathetic. You're talking about lying? This is what the Democrats do. We're not done. New Jersey Democrat indicted again, expanding voter fraud case, accused of stealing and forging ballots and voter registration to rig the 2020 election. Patterson City Council President Alex Mendez facing new charges in superseding indictment related to the May 2020 municipal election. This just goes to show you guys, and even though it's a municipal election and that's not what we really follow, it's still forging, and it is election interference, and it is fraudulent elections. This is what the Democrats do. And they keep getting busted as everybody keeps sitting there saying, well, there was no fraud in the 2020 election. Hello? That's fraud. And that was a 2020 election. So how much more do we got to do? And talk about pathetic Democrats. AOC issues an ill-advised challenge to border czar Tom Homan during town hall after he refers her to DOJ investigation. This is when she was doing an online course for illegal criminals and telling them how to evade ICE. Oh yeah, she said, "Come get me." Homan should right there go and arrest her ass. She wants to sit. She just got tore up in her own town hall in Queens. And she wants to sit there and try to go against Tom Homan. He's going to squish her like a bug. Did Edward come in? I didn't see Edward. Where's Edward? Edward, are you in here? I see Frogface, but I said hi to Frogface already. Edward, are you in there? Hi, Edward. If you're in there somewhere, we're just going to say hi. We got to get through these, guys. I'm running out of time. I told you I would. Fetterman staffers voice concerns over senator's mental health. Well, no shit, guys. We've been saying that since day one when he had the stroke. He's never going to be right. And this is all the Democrats. And at least he has an excuse. He had a stroke. But this is the stuff that we keep seeing. Come on, Jack. My wife is Jill. She used to be Hunter's babysitter. Corn Pop pimped her out. That's funny right there, Sean. Arrest her. Arrest cartel. Katie Hobbs, too. Exactly. Laura killed a teen in a car accident. No one talks about that. I didn't know that either. But you see, guys, this is what we're talking about. Everything we can find Democrats doing lies constantly. Now their own people, his own staffers, are voicing concerns over Fetterman's mental health. We've been talking about that forever, guys. It's crazy, right? And we know Trump stopped all funding for NPR and PBS, and now they're pissed. PBS Wisconsin expressing concerns after Trump administration ordered to cut federal funding to PBS and NPR. Well, if you wouldn't go woke and show pedophile bullshit and those drag queen freaks, then you wouldn't have been defunded for that. But this is what you want to do. You want to show pedophile stuff to our children, get back to the old stuff, get back to the real Sesame Street, get not the woke shit that you guys are putting on there now. Get those mental freaks the hell away from the TV set. Get them away from children. They're pedophiles. That's all they are. And maybe he'll give you your money back. But talking about defunding, remember Harvard? And they got defunded? Well, they're crying now. Harvard professor reveals university was not ready after October 7th as Trump revokes their tax exempt from Harvard. Well, they're crying, but October was last year, and they let all this Jew hatred and everything, anti-Semitism, they let it keep going, kept going. And they didn't want to stop it. And when Trump told them to stop it, they said, kiss my ass, we're not stopping it. Trump took their money away from them, and now he revokes their tax-exempt status. Now they're crying because they're going to have to pay millions of dollars in taxes to the government. And I'm loving every second of it. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, guys. We don't have time for videos tonight, but we are going to get into more tomorrow, and we will have time for that. I'm going to promise you that. I'm going to do very minimal, but this is the weekend wrap-up, and this is everything that happened this weekend. Oh, yeah. This was a busy week for this stuff. Biden's first wife got killed. Probably not an accident. I would not put it past him, Sean. Yeah, Harvard. I love that, Sean. That's good. That's a good one. All right, here we go. Two people that don't want this war to end. The Ukraine and Russia war, they don't want to. Guess who don't want it to win? Zelensky and Putin. They don't want it to end. Listen to this. Point of no return. Zelensky rejects Victory Day truce, which Putin gave one of a 3-day truce so they can celebrate the war that won whatever they won. But Zelensky said no. Doubles down on threats to Moscow parade packed with foreign dignitaries. Russia, Medvedev hints at nuclear retaliation. Putin says he hopes there is no need to use nuclear weapons in Ukraine invasion. Does this sound like either one of them wants to stop? Putin is threatening nukes. Russia is threatening nukes. Zelensky is doing this because now the United States has a financial interest in Ukraine. And if Putin and Russia take over Ukraine, that deal ends. And I think that's another reason why Putin's going to push this to the highest level. But if Putin tries to use nukes, that's going to destroy any kind of mining for those minerals that we want at all. It's going to be another Chernobyl. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. I appreciate your patience with all these articles that I went over tonight. I know it was a lot of information. I hope you enjoyed this. We will get into some better videos and stuff tomorrow night. But congratulations to John M. for being my first caller on the Conservative Viewpoint. I'm so excited about that. And I'm excited about having more people call in. And we're going to take a half hour probably and do all calls. You got a joke? Come on and tell me. You got to want to say hi. You're going to come on and tell me. Anything you guys want to do. You want to talk about what stuff that we went over? Come on and tell me. Must have been his penis piano playing. What the hell? Lady McGrath needs Zelensky's love. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. I appreciate all you guys in chat. You guys are awesome. Got a lot going on. And I'm glad you guys are here to share this time with me. So again, thank you again. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow night. And with that being said, I'm going to leave you with this. And so, Patriots, that brings us to an end of another great episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. We've navigated the weekend political currents, highlighting the resilience against judicial overreach, celebrating the impact of strong trade policies, and exposing the deceptive tactics regarding our border. We've reaffirmed our commitments to a nation's government by law. It's governed by law and driven by truth. Let this evening's insights invigorate your spirit and strengthen your resolve. The pursuit of a more secure and prosperous America demands our continued vigilance and engagement. Join me once again tomorrow night for another terrific and informative broadcast of the Conservative Viewpoint. I'll be here to dissect the day's crucial developments, offer clarity of the noise, and champion the principles that will guide our nation forward. Make sure you tune in for another opportunity to gain a deeper understanding of the issues that matter most. I look forward to sharing another insightful hour with you. So until tomorrow, guys, stay strong, stay informed, and may the spirit of America resolve your day. I'll see you back here live tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the Rebel Chick with a Cause, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, guys, like always, have a great rest of your evening. I will see you back here live tomorrow.